Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Well, at least the outside of the shop. I'm not in there because I'm not going to be in the shop today. Instead, I get to make a video that I did not think I would get to make for quite some time, you know, somewhere off in the distant future. So I'm really excited that we get to do this today. Yeah, so let's go on a little road trip, shall we? All right, so we're on the road out in the middle of the oil patch here, and we're gonna go pick up a piece of machinery. It weighs about 1,800 pounds, about 100 years old, and I want to give a shout out to my little wife here who has supported me in this. Yeah, she just supported me in figuring out like how to get this done sooner rather than later, because it's kind of time. So anyway, we're driving, we've got a little further ways to go here. Yeah, probably right over the front axle. Alright, we finally got it home. Had a flat tire, couldn't use PayPal, so I had to get money orders, you know, all the good stuff that happens. So we finally got it. But yeah, so this is, you know, I've looked it over and stuff. You know, it's got some real minor, there's like a little chip right there. But overall, super good shape. Okay, so my original plan had been to stick this trip hammer, I guess that's the technical term for it, right here, but I don't have room, that's not going to fit. And I'm limited because I can't put it on this pad here because there's a storm cellar underneath there. So that leaves us with this area right here. So that means we're going to have to rethink the entire setup of the shop, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but the forging operations are going to be back here. So that's what we're working with. Here?
Yeah, it almost looks like a little...
Yeah, I don't know where it's necessarily level everywhere else. So I don't know.
Well, shouldn't run too far.
Right. Okay, so this is awesome. We've got it off the trailer thanks to our friendly neighborhood farm supply guy, and you know, borrowed a forklift. So we've got it on this series of pipes here, so we can literally just roll it on back. I think it's going to be that simple to where it's going back there, and I've got to figure out exactly where to put this. Then we just poke some holes in the concrete and bolt it down, and we should be operational, I'm hoping, today. Alright, let's just roll a couple inches. Okay. Okay. No more. Oh, our pipes are angling. I mean, that's going to rush us where we're going, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Was this how they did the pyramids? Or was it aliens? I can't remember. Okay, let's scoop that in. That's good. Yeah. I think we'll be good. That's good. Once we get it over there. Yeah, let's throw that down. Let's come this way a touch. Anyway, yeah, let's try that. think it went too far. I don't think we had that much thickness.
No, I don't think we
Alright, there it is. It's all bolted down. Got some 3/4 bolts. It's a little funky because I had to use some spacers, but I think it'll be alright. Snug down nicely. And let's plug this thing in and see what it does. Alright, this is the first time that I'm actually running it, so this is going to be cool. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't like that height apparently. I don't know where I turned off at, but well, that is really cool. It's gonna take some time to get used to this thing, but wow, that feels like it hits hard. I think we need to heat some steel up and actually forge something here. Well guys, today is Friday, and to be honest, on Monday I had no clue that I was going to be standing next to my brand new 100-year-old Little Giant power hammer. So, you know, the way things fall together when they're meant to be, when God provides, it's just pretty cool. So let me bring it a little bit closer and show you a few things about this and show you what we have here. So I haven't done any research on it myself yet, which I plan to because this is a piece of American history right here. Pretty dang cool, if you ask me. So I'm just passing on what I know from the previous owner, and that is that this particular hammer was manufactured in the late 1920s, of course in Mankato, Minnesota, according to the actual casting here. Little Giant Trip Hammer Company, which is a subsidiary, I guess, of the United Trip Hammer Co. Company. So that's pretty cool. This is one of the older styles. It does not have a sow block down here on the base or the anvil, so your die just goes straight into the casting, which no big deal there, no problem there. Yeah, it's solid throughout. So this has been gone through and refurbished, and you know, we've got the grease fittings here for maintenance, so that's good. New coat of paint, obviously. Also, the bearings have been re-poured, so very common on old machinery like this is what's called a Babbitt bearing, and I don't know the exact alloy components of Babbitt, but it's basically like a tin lead combo, something like that. It's a bearing, it's a soft metal bearing is what it is, and you literally melt it and pour it, cast it, you know, into around your mandrel or whatever you're working with, and then you cut in your lubrication grooves and stuff like that. But you know, it was very common for machinery back in the day to have Babbitt bearings before you know, roller bearings and ball bearings became, you know, ubiquitous. So those have been redone, and those last for a long time. You tighten them up slightly as they wear. Real good there. Another upgrade that's been done to this machine, from what I understand, is this spider clutch, or this clutch system here. The old style, the original, I shouldn't say old, because even up until the 1970s, I guess, when they manufactured these, they had a wooden shoe on each side, and this has been upgraded to a synthetic, you know, wear strip or whatever. So what happens is when you press down on this hoop down here, it's attached to linkage, and it engages the clutch system here. I don't know if you can see that move. It pulls it into this right here. You kind of see it move a little bit, but anyway, that's how it engages the flywheel here and runs the hammer. Obviously the motor and the mounts and everything are all new, you know, modernized, which is, you know, good for efficient running and everything like that. So it's good to go. 2 horsepower motor on it, and this is a 50-pound Little Giant machine, and it hits good. I'm impressed. It's going to take a little bit of a learning curve to make this thing work efficiently, but I'm sure that'll happen quick, I think. So pretty happy with that. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming along on this trip hammer, power hammer acquisition adventure. I've been calling it a power hammer, but I guess it says it's a trip hammer on it. Anyway, you'll be seeing plenty of it in the near future, in future videos, lots of different projects, and I'm excited to start making stuff with it. So anyway, I gotta go and figure out how to reorganize the shop, because it's totally torn apart, because this is, if you remember, where the heat treat kiln was, and everything has to be reorganized. So Justin's working feverishly, moving things somewhere, so better go. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.